Ever feel like your joints have a mind of their own, especially when the weather changes? Well, look, you're not alone. Let's uncover why joint pain just seems to flare up in the winter and actually what you can do about it. Many people report more joint pain when the weather changes. Now, it's believed that falling barometric pressure can cause tissues in the joints to expand, and that helps aggravate the discomfort. While not everyone experiences discomfort, let's try to understand why it happens. There's a lot of theories on this. The main one being that when barometric pressure drops, your joints expand, they've got less pushing against them, and so the soft tissues in a joint can start to irritate. It can affect the nerves, it can cause swelling within the joint, and the pain-sensitive structures are affected, causing you to have discomfort. Sometimes I've seen people where it happens in their neck and it triggers a migraine. A storm's coming, they can feel it, barometric pressure drops, and bang, the migraine comes on. Quite a common occurrence. Now, it's tricky to do research on this stuff. What we do know though is people don't complain about healthy joints when the weather changes. So what is it that actually makes the difference? You think about injuring a joint, you hyperextend a knee, you overdo it with an elbow, repetitive strain. And what happens is that joint stops moving properly. The soft tissues of muscles, ligaments, tendons in the capsule of the joint are affected. And so for most of the time, they're kind of just on the border of being okay, except maybe when you overuse them or you overdo it, walk too far, jump too high, too much repetitive movement, and they start to ache. Then you're on the border of like, can your body adapt to changes like weather? You know, just a small change in barometric pressure is enough to trigger it to be a problem. We know that like being active and keeping moving and walking through the winter, your days are shorter. We know that like you get more issues when it's colder because it can tighten, make ligaments feel like more inflamed. Cold weather promotes inflammation. Lack of movement promotes inflammation. And also what we know, muscles can tighten in cold weather, they can feel tighter, and we tend to be a little bit less active. So, where does chiropractic come in? Regardless of the season, if your joints are moving properly, the movement allows for lubrication of the joint, they don't impinge on the nerve structures within the joint, and you're less likely to be affected by weather changes. Now, if you've been to our practice or any chiropractor, you know, sometimes, I got a bit of a sore elbow, I was playing tennis and they adjust it, that radial head, and bang, it's like instantly better, right? The grip's strong straight away, or you know, you've got a shoulder that's not quite moving and you get it adjusted, it's moving. Like, that's the easy stuff. The real magic happens is when you get your spine adjusted, because it's the nerve supply to the joint which comes from your neck, or it's a nerve supply to your knee which comes through your lower back, or having a balanced pelvis that will allow your knee to work properly, good weather and bad weather, storm coming or no storm coming. So if you're having issues and you don't know what to do about it, stay active all winter. Look at your diet. Make sure that you're not being too sedentary and you're not eating stuff that's making you all inflamed. Most importantly, if you haven't seen a chiropractor, get your spine checked. It might make all the difference. People don't complain about healthy joints when the weather changes. They only complain about the ones that aren't working. Sometimes it can just be the joint that's the problem. For the most part, long-lasting results come from adjusting the spine. If that's the problem, get checked. Maybe you know someone that's got problems like this and they complain about it all the time. Send them this video, get them into the chiro. We'd love to help.